shift, he don't chase, he build. From the deck to the desk, he real in the field. Hands in the dirt, but his mind touch mill. DJ U, he the way that the silence feel. Trap in the soul, boardroom in the brain. Engineer game while he remix lanes. No gimmicks, no change, just truth and the gift. Entrepreneur mode, it's that universal shift. Blueprint boss, no loan, just ledger. Content drop like stocks and pressure. Mentor in the mic, but he's still a stepper. Pod test laced with the mindset treasure. Double up dreams, no sleep in the plot. Teaching credit like a plug on the block. Got the artists, brands, and the vision unlocked. Whole city got motion from the seeds he dropped. Studio flips, balance books by the hour. Voice in the streets, but he move with a power. From mix downs to biz rounds, he solid, ain't just got sound. He build whole knowledge, that universal shift. He don't chase, he build. From the deck to the desk, he real in the field. Hands in the dirt, but his mind touch mills. DJ U, he the wave that the silence feel. Trap in the soul, boardroom in the brain. Engineer game while he remix lanes. No gimmicks, no change, just truth and the gift. Entrepreneur mode, it's that universal shift. Spreadsheet flow, heat track and flip. Educate young kings on stack and drip. Whole squad move smart, not flash, no skits. He a brand in motion, legacy fits. Work like a DJ, think like a CEO. On the low, he invests where the seeds gon' grow. Talking crypto, cash flow, studio heat with a 10-year plan. In the bars he speak, never lie with it. He just lived that truth. From the pen to the plan to the pop-up booth. Independent grind, ain't wait for a deal. He the proof, he can scale with a skill, with a skill.
Stories from the book I've scored. Now we speaking panels and shifting boards. One man brand, but the crew gon' eat. Legacy real and the hustle on beat.
Yeah, universal shift, he don't chase, he build. From the deck to the desk, he real in the field. Hands in the dirt, but his mind touch mills. DJ U, he the wave that the silence feel. Trap in the soul, boardroom in the brain. Engineer game while he remix lanes. No gimmicks, no change, just truth and the gift. Entrepreneur mode, it's that universal shift.
Yo, what's up world? It's your host with the most flavor on any coast, DJ Universe, on the Dream Hustle podcast, where every hustle gets its shine and the blueprint ain't just talked about, it's lived. All right, so today, I'm kind of buzzing. I'm not even gonna lie. This episode is one for the books. I'm officially announcing I've been cast as a featured guest on Legacy Makers. Yeah, you heard me, the docuseries that shines a light on real game changers, the ones who make impact and not just noise. My episodes been filmed, edited, being put together, and it's dropping soon on major streaming platforms for the world to see. And man, coming from Columbus, Ohio, grinding it out, moving down to Florida with nothing but my kids and a dream, a moment like this, it means more than just another look. It's proof that independent artists and entrepreneurs can not only make waves, but get our whole culture a win. Because when one of us rises up, that's a signal. Everybody grinding right now, your story matters, and it can hit bigger platforms. For me, it's more than a personal milestone. It's showing every artist with a bedroom studio or a dollar store notebook that your persistence can be your power move. I've always said my story is just a vessel for bigger dreams. If you know my journey, you know it's a story of taking L's and flipping them, of running from one cold city to another sunny one, but never letting go of that vision. There's people who'll see this docuseries and realize hustle really does pay. But more than that, it inspires the next DJ, the next MC, even the next entrepreneur outside of music. That's why it matters. We're building bridges brick by brick, one dream, one risk, one victory at a time. Now, let's go deep for a second. Being on a global platform's cool, but owning that narrative, that's a game changer. Here's the raw. To actually co-own my Legacy Makers episode, I gotta lock in a $15,000 reuse license fee. Now that ain't small change, but it's the price for creative control, for being able to keep my voice and my truth uncut, no matter where that footage goes. And for everybody asking why it costs so much, think about it. If I don't own my story, somebody else tells it. If you follow hip-hop history, you know how real this gets. Look at De La Soul's fight just to get their masters back. Years they couldn't stream their own music, couldn't use their own work. So, it ain't just about having your face on TV. It's about actually being able to show your kids, your people, the generations after, that you controlled the message. I want to leave a blueprint, not just be a footnote in someone else's chapter. 4. Down by law management. For everyone who's believed in me, owning this episode puts power in our hands for the long run. It's the difference between being invited to the table and building your own. When we talk about something being bigger than music, this is what we mean. Ownership, not just exposure. For every artist who listened last week when we talked about licensing issues, this is the moment where theory becomes reality. You got to pay that price to write your own narrative. And trust me, I'm ready for it. All right, I know a lot of y'all want to know, how can I support? And let's get something out of the way quick. When I pay the $15K, I'll co-own the episode with Legacy Makers TV. Nobody else gets that piece. There's no shared ownership, no co-branding pies being passed out, nothing shady with those rights. But real support looks like this. You sponsor, invest, or donate to the cause. You get acknowledged, recognized, and are forever a part of the movement, even if you're not a listed co-owner. Your support, it fuels the tools, the shows, the platform. I'll shout you out right here on They Dream Hustle Podcast, give you love on my website, and let everybody know you stand for the movement. I gotta share this, man. Some of y'all been holding me down since back when I was running around Columbus, literally handing out CDs outside dollar stores and throwing mixtapes in people's windows, hoping somebody would listen. Those moments, that's where real support was born. And honestly, this $15K moment feels like a bigger version of those days. The marathon just got longer, the hills just got steeper, but the vision, still the same. Y'all are fueling everything, ownership of media, the AI artist DJ U, the Columbus Block Party, the Ohio Tour, and that Road to Legacy initiative I keep talking about. You're investing in more than me. You're making it possible to keep all this real and keep it moving. Not just for me, for everybody coming up next. Let's open it up. There's hip-hop, and then there's the legacy you build from hip-hop. For me, it's got to be about more than beats and bars. It's about giving back, mentorship, and real community programs. Whether it's helping a young artist find his first gig or showing a new producer how to monetize their socials, artists got to play that role. If you're up right now, reach back, pull somebody through the door instead of just walking through it yourself. That's how we make real change stick. And for everybody listening, this ain't just on me. Get involved where you're at. Local workshops, open mics, mentor nights. Help the next generation learn the ropes without tripping over the same wires we did. Digital literacy, man, that's power today. If you know how to work social media, if you know how to post your work, protect your rights, and get your brand out there, you're going to own your own narrative. You don't need a middleman. You don't need to wait for a handout. Take the tools we never had, use them, and pass them forward. That's how we build a culture that moves from hype to history. There's something dope about community events that's bigger than the music itself. Host an open mic, pull up to a workshop, sit in on a panel. When we talk about Black ownership, artistic independence, those conversations need real spaces, real faces. Y'all can be the ones throwing events or showing up to support. It don't matter. We need collaborative projects that bring together artists, entrepreneurs, and community folks. So we're not just talking, we're building a safety net for each other. That's how we go from being individual stories to a collective movement. Let me say this, social media is a tool for all this too. Showcase your art, interview your people, share what's really working in your city. When you broadcast your wins, your failures, even the attempt, you inspire the next wave. The more we keep it public, the less these moments die in silence. Whether it's a cipher or a business panel, showing up and showing out with intention is what takes this blueprint from idea to reality. If you meet someone at one of these events, collaborate, start something new. The movement's got space for every creative who wants to build. So where do we go from here? Legacy ain't just a moment. You gotta set goals for the movement to last, and that means we dream, then we build with action. I'm talking about actually putting foundations underneath the vision. A platform, maybe a label, that's run by us, for us, centered on Black ownership, real control of assets, and fair deals. That's one of my big goals. But it needs all of y'all. We keep this alive by mentoring. If you've been through it, share the gems. Hand down your lessons instead of letting the next generation trip over the same stuff. Here's an idea. Let's fund these projects together. Crowdfunding campaigns, joint grant applications. However we get the resources, let's spread the lift. That way, the infrastructure we build, the tours, the studios, the campaigns, they don't depend on one person burning out. Everyone who's listening, you're part of this engine. If you got skills or just some time, step in. Build the movement from the ground up so it lasts long after individual episodes air or platforms go viral. Like I said in a previous episode, this is a marathon, not a sprint, and we all gotta wear the jersey for it to matter. The last thing I want to leave y'all with is how we actually keep this going. It's gotta be community-led. Imagine a mentorship program with not just me, but other established artists, passing knowledge to cats coming up, helping them dodge the traps we already fell into. Ongoing empowerment, not just a one-off shout-out. Workshops for digital stuff, branding, rights management, all these independent hustle skills folks need to win without selling their soul. We could even create a whole coalition. Artists, entrepreneurs, community leaders all at the table, securing funding for dedicated spaces, like studios, real community centers, that let talent grow safely and freely. Listen, legacy is active. You don't just build it once and bounce. You gotta feed it, nurture it, let it grow. That's how we make sure the movement is bigger than one episode, one tour, one artist. It's about spaces where ownership and creativity thrive together. So, I'm here for this, for the long haul, with all of you on the ride. Teamwork makes the dream work because hustle is the muscle that moves mountains. On that note, until the next episode, blessings and peace.
Yo, this ain't just management. This is culture, curated, legacy legislated. Down by law, we don't follow trends. We follow patterns. Let's go. Turn from me, we down by law. Dripping vision and couture. Crowned by hustle, can't ignore. From the block to the board, we secure that law. Legends ain't born, they're managed for more. Down by law. Put your fist to the sky if you build from the core. Down by law. We don't follow the wave, we design this shore. I move like a mogul, think like a rebel. Suits tailored fly, but I rose from the ghetto. Blueprint mental, pockets essential. Every artist I touch get credentials. From Hollis to Flames to the world stage dreams. I coach kings, cut deals in the seams. Fashion and flow, I'm threading the theme. Down by law, where grind meets gleam. They tried to box us in, we broke the frame. Management ain't changed, we free the game. Signed with a team, got the game on smash. From the pain to the fame, I'm built to last. Independent soul, but the structure's tight. DBO the fam, not a future bright. Contracts clean, mind on equity. What's the deal if it don't protect legacy? Streetwear steez with a law firm mind. Down by law, we ahead of our time. We down by law, dripping vision and couture. Crowned by hustle, can't ignore. From the block to the board, we secure that law. Legends ain't born, they're managed for more. Down by law. your fist to the sky if you're built from the core. Down by law. We don't follow the wave, we design the shore.
From strategy to style, we raise the bar.